we have a special guest on stream.
Ah, hello, dear child of space.
There he is.
Wow. Look at that. I'm so happy.
Loves you.
Yeah. Yes, okay, and
So we're going to be doing 3 quests today, chat. We're going to be assassinating the Emperor of Tamriel, and then we're going to be...
Isn't that Wes on Wes Violence then?
True.
Yeah, I think that qualifies.
Yeah, I think so. And yeah, we got one Wes who's going to help out.
And another Wes who we're going to be killing.
Yeah. So we're going to start off by killing our guest, basically, chat.
Now,
and then...
be able to hear the dialogue in the game? Because
hopefully.
I can just repeatedly say, have you heard the tale of Matthew Bellamont?
Please feel free to embellish and add anything on.
Yeah, we're accompanied by our guest.
Yeah, exactly.
We're accompanied by our guests, and we're going to kill our guest. It's a great time. Grand old time. But after we kill the Emperor, we are going to visit good old Sheogorath.
Oh, wonderful. Pleasure.
It's so great. And then finally, we're going to wrap it up by visiting Hermaeus Mora.
Hermaeus Mora has all the knowledge you need, although you did not know you needed it.
I'm so happy.
I love this.
Me too.
This is so great. We're going to have to get a little sneaky here. We're going to be boarding the ship.
This is going to get your spectral assassin all wet. They're going to have to hang him out to dry. It's gonna be
yeah. Oh, look at him. He's just kind of... He's just kind of staying back there, actually.
He's chilling. He's scared.
He'll wait. He'll walk across the water and apparate into the ship once you're there. Because, frankly, have you ever smelled wet dog? That's what a wet spectral assassin sounds like.
You know what?
It's good to know.
And I have smelled wet dog.
Wes, how many old lines do you know off the top of your head?
I've already given them to you.
Okay. Yeah, there's your answer, chat.
He is a legend.
Oh, okay. We've already been caught. You got him, Wes. Good job.
My blade thirsts for blood.
This is surreal. I can't tell who's talking. Is it actually is it Wes or is it Lucian LeChance? How do you feel about being kind of dishonored like that, Wes?
I don't like it when people flip me upside down.
How long will it take me to pick this master lock, chat?
I wasn't going to comment.
You have?
I've got 26 left, so I'll definitely get it.
Well, take your time with it. Don't rush.
All right.
It's all in the touch. Don't worry that we're all here and judging. Just
everybody's watching you.
A little to the left, someone said. There we go.
There
you got it.
Nicely done.
Got it.
I've been expecting you. I'm going to use my line from Morrowind. You are from the Dark Brotherhood, I take it. So you are here to kill me, and I won't stop you, but a few requests before you do. First, do you have any snack pack pudding? I could use a little chocolate pudding before I go. Secondly,
I can
is that Lucian LeChance? Big fan, Lucian. And I, a big fan of you as well. All right, enough of this self-serving dialogue. Who are you? You want to kill me? Well, I want you to do me a favor. Someone has ordered this, and I want you to go back and dispatch them with extreme haste. Would you do me this small favor?
Wow, that was beautiful. I'm so happy.
I don't think we could say no to that.
Yeah.
Part of what we're going to do as this quest is we're going to kill Amon, right?
Well, so you finally found him. You had to go through the whole thing as the chef and
the
imposter and the whole thing. And now here you are on a ship, and he's just waiting for you here.
He's just staring at you.
What do you think of him being so resigned about this?
I know
he's old and he's amazed that he was emperor for this long.
I've seen it.
Nobody's old and thinking, I want to die. Everybody in his heart, even the emperor, still thinks he's 18 years old.
Yeah.
His knees just go. The knees
right.
Maybe not so great, but everything else, nobody says, you know what? It's a beautiful night. The stars are out. I could go for having my throat slit. No, nobody ever says that.
I think
what's behind him being so peaceful about this?
Maybe he knew there was a traitor, and he's trying to basically root out corruption by getting you to kill him. I don't
All
know.
sorts of conspiracy theories out there. I don't
Yeah.
subscribe to any of them really, but it's fun to read it. Some people think he's the one who actually set it up himself, so that he could become a martyr. That he wasn't a great emperor, and that by becoming a martyr, then his will gets done throughout the land.
I can believe that.
Oh, he's standing up now.
Standing up. All right.
I think so.
Lucian isn't here.
Lucian, summon him.
Oh, this is so sad.
Go.
If someone asks if you're a god, you say yes. And if anybody has any questions for me, I'd be willing to answer them as long as it isn't something that I can't answer.
I have a question for you.
All right.
What kind of microphones do you use? Like, what microphones do you own?
Right now, I'm using Sennheiser 416. I also use an AKG 820 Perception Pro. It's a tube mic. It started to bring up a little bit of a buzz recently, which means something went weird with the tube, so I'm getting that one serviced.
Man.
But you know, there are many mics that I would love to try out. I want to get a U87, a Neumann. I want to get a Don LaFontaine. Remember him? In a world of microphones,
Yes.
one man used a gold, manly stereo. Is he still sitting there waiting for you to kill him?
He's still sitting there, so I guess
So how are you gonna do this now? I think that you should bore him with poetry to death.
Bore him with poetry. Let's see. Has it got any here?
Back in chat, what's he saying? Get on with it.
Yeah, I think he just wants to get on with it. He's been waiting there for probably a couple days. I guess. Do you want pickaxe? Do you want a bow? Do you want a katana?
Pickaxe is classic.
You want to try pickaxe?
Do you want to be pickaxed to death?
Well, it has the novelty of not having seen it before, but it seems like it would hurt a little bit.
Yeah. We could also do I could like summon like a wolf.
So if you hit him once with the pickaxe, will the wolf go at him?
I think so.
So
You might
hit him
just-
once with the pickaxe and see if the wolf
Oh.
goes the rest. The pickaxe and see if the wolf
Oh.
goes the rest.
Oh no.
Oh, he's dead.
We could
Enough for the wolf.
yeah, we could try again maybe.
I want you to do me a favor. There's someone who ordered this. I want you to find them. I want you to clip off their fuzzy dice and hang them from your rear view mirror. Would you do this little thing for me?
Of course.
Ouch.
I don't know, you guys. This Emperor's kind of creeping me out.
You should probably,
One final favor. If you're going to murder me, let's all get undressed first.
we could do that.
The emperor that would creep you out, right?
yes.
We could do that, Wes, if that's what you want.
Summon a wolf, and then you want to just slap him a little.
Okay.
A little slap. And then once he's...
Oh no.
Wow, he's very fragile. He's like Glass Joe.
I'm so sorry.
Oh well, what can you do? Take all of his robes.
Take his robes?
You'll have a nice... Yeah, take his robes. There's some extra robes too. Go look in the drawer. You can get extras.
Oh yeah? Okay. Thanks for the tips.
Yeah, go look in his drawers and all that. There you go.
His wardrobe?
Bringing the Emperor's
Yes, wardrobe.
dress
He's got some fine clothes in here.
Buff for the he's pretty chill.
Honestly, Wes,
I
yeah.
mean, all that chiseling did him no good when one punch to the head killed him.
Yeah.
Real, man.
Yeah, what were you working out all that for, you know? Wow.
What is their name?
This is our buddy Jack.
Hello there, Jack. It's a pleasure. I may have been speaking to your brother, but I am also speaking to you.
There you go, Jack.
There you go, Jack.
Now you're back in the water. Is Lucian over there?
I hope he's
I hope I find Lucian somewhere.
Like a cat afraid to get in the water. Maybe I really hurt his feelings by talking to him, saying he smelled like a wet dog.
Maybe. I don't know where he
I
is.
smell like a wet dog. I'm not going.
Well,
he strikes me as a sensitive assassin.
Probably mad, yeah.
yeah, he's a bit of a sad boy, you know.
No, don't say that. He'll give you an apple.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's famous for his apples. So I think Wes, you're just gonna have to make up for your spirit's incompetence and do the voices yourself. I think.
My spirit's incompetence. Wow. You sound like my wife.
Oh my god.
No, she says nice things about my incompetence.
Oh, that's good. The nice things you can't say about one's incompetence. She says them all. I think we're going to actually meet with a certain Daedric prince.
You're gonna dress up like the Emperor inside the Emperor's mind?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Cool.
Yeah,
So-
it's not like it's covered in blood or anything because you just punched him in his
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. With the
There
mind
he
of
is.
Palladius, the dead Emperor. You're boring! Boring! All I've got here to eat is this lovely snout. Oh, and who
Oh.
might this be? I remember the whole sort of affair. A fox, a severed head, and cheese to die for.
Oh god, now I want cheese.
We brought some with us.
What will it be? Shall I pluck your eyes? Oh, look at your eyes. They appear to be beautiful. I could use them on my staff of Shea Gorath. It needs replenishing every once in a while. Do you know what this meal could need? How about brain pie? Oh, yes, perfect. Care to donate?
There it goes.
I can't see what all those people are saying.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's so very small, so if you see anybody saying anything to me, let me know.
I wish Zedge had Sheo saying, I said good day as a sound.
I
Oh.
said good day.
The Willy Wonka crossover that we all need.
We all want that suit, I think.
Clipping.
Cliffing.
You know you did. You stole some fizzy Lipton drinks. And I had to wash the walls from your filthy little hands.
It is.
Well, it's a mammoth trunk.
Right.
It is a mammoth trunk. Oh, I thought you were complimenting me. We're just talking about my dinner.
Yeah, it's just your dinner.
You
Yep.
thought that us bringing Wes on the stream was a bit?
No,
Oh,
it's not a
cool. I
bit.
found their
This
Etsy
is
page.
real.
Yeah, Warblade Studio.
This is real.
And, I've got a nice blade from them that they created, the Wabajack. I wonder if they're still making the Wabajacks.
It looks like their stuff is.
Their stuff is all Skyrim. Wow, that's really detailed.
Yeah, looks like it's very high quality.
Oh, I don't know if their Wabajack is, if they're still making the Wabajack. Other people make a Wabajack, but their stuff is great. I bet if you ask
Yeah.
them, they still have the template, they could make you one.
Probably.
Looks great.
Oh, so Wes, I have another question for you. Since I'm a huge nerd for this stuff, what kind of headphones do you have?
I use the Sennheiser 360 Pros.
360s, though. Yeah, I was actually looking at those.
The 360s are better for me than the 260s because they have a bigger ear cup and it doesn't hurt my ears. They sound fantastic.
I have a pair of HD 599s.
When I was in radio for years and years with HFS and places like that, I used to wear the old Sony Pros, you know, and those were great. But I love these Sennheisers so much better. They feel like home on my head.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, I like the way mine feel. I'm a huge Sennheiser fan. They make really good headphones. They make good headphones that aren't like insane, like, you know, multi-$1,000 planar magnetic headphones. Then also they have a couple pair of $2,000 headphones and the pair of $60,000 headphones and the amp. But you know,
Yeah, I mean,
that's a
who
joke.
needs- yeah, I mean, what are you listening to that's
Yes.
gonna really be worth that? You know,
We've got a good question in the chat.
That's true.
Do you all remember when you picked up Skyrim / played it for the first time?
Yes, I do.
definitely
My
do.
answer is yes. I actually didn't play it till
2013.
2013, I think.
That was when I played it.
Yeah, but I remember it vividly, actually. So I was
you're
not.
missing that guy. You got to hit him down there. What are you missing him for?
Thanks, Wes.
Um,
Shea Gorath is alive and well. Yeah, I do remember.
Please get on him
the first time.
when he
Well,
makes
the thing
mistakes
is, you're
in the game.
supposed to point it. You don't just
Oh.
willy-nilly fire
God.
it any which way.
There's such a thing as too much random insanity, even when it comes to Shea Gorath.
No.
absolutely
No.
not.
Yeah.
It's all
No.
my first time playing Skyrim was, I think I also picked it up 2013, and I'd been playing Morrowind before that. for a little while. So
Skyrim was my first like real. Like I never finished Morrowind or Oblivion. Like Skyrim was the first Elder Scrolls game that I like went through completely. And I remember playing it the first time. And I was an orc, and then I was like, actually, I don't like being a brute. And then I was a dark elf.
I think my first character was a dark elf. Yeah, I think it was a
my
dark
first
elf Nightblade. I think.
In Oblivion, I always played as the Imperials because why not? It was me.
Yeah, you
That
got
was
it.
my
Right.
voice.
True.
So if I'm swinging a broadsword and attacking or fighting or getting attacked, it's my own voice. It's like how much closer to actually playing in that world can you get?
Yeah.
True.
Did you did you see that? I saw a tweet earlier that said if you were born in Cyrodiil around the Third Era, there's a 50% chance you're voiced by Wes Johnson. That gave me a laugh when I saw it.
Capital.
I always feel so sad leaving Sheogorath.
Sheogorath, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or does that seat look like it flushes?
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
is there
In
a
Sheogorath's world.
is there a switch somewhere?
Well, guys, I'm on here for about the next 10 minutes or so. So if you have any questions, feel free to toss them on out now. Ask them while you can.
We have one
Ooh,
question
we
here.
got one.
Wes, did you play any of the other games before Oblivion?
I was in Morrowind, and I played probably about 600 hours on Morrowind, to the point where you're playing the game and you go to sleep at night and you dream in that world. The world
Yeah.
stays with you, and that actually came in handy later on because of my experience playing Morrowind. I think it changed the way I voiced things starting with Oblivion, because I imagined that world. It was in my mind. It was in my head.
Yeah.
We can
So it's easier to be immersed in the whole reality of it when you play the game and it feels so immersive.
yeah,
How many of you have decided to play about a half an hour before you go to bed? Next thing you know, birds are chirping outside your
Yep.
day's toast.
it's several
Absolutely.
times in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, second one we got is how did you get involved in voice work for games specifically?
I was doing auditioning for things. I was working in radio, doing sketch comedy, doing stand-up comedy, working in film, and the casting agency that was giving me, auditions for films and TV shows and things of that sort got me an audition for video games. And the first game I voiced was called Unreal 2. I think it's The Awakening. And I didn't play an actual character in there. What I was everybody who ever died. I basically spent like 4 hours being 200 different people dying in spectacular ways. So if somebody dies a blood-curdling or gruesome death or anything during Unreal 2, or you're attacking and they're screaming, I basically was the living embodiment of the Wilhelm scream in that game. So but then I started doing other games after that through auditions. And once you start doing enough audition, you get enough games under your belt and you have a demo reel to send out, you get a chance to do other games. So I ended up doing Morrowind, and then Fallout, and started doing Star Trek, and then World of Warcraft and things of that sort. It's been a lot of fun.
Do you have a favorite character that you voiced before? Like, would it be an Elder Scrolls character, or would it be someone else?
I would say my biggest favorites have to be, it's a split between Sheogorath and Lucien LeChance. Those two are kind of like my babies.
Yeah.
And creating them. Is creating the voices. I didn't create the characters, but I did develop the voices for the characters.
Right.
And I love those guys. But I mean, I still feel very close to a lot of different characters. Hermes Mora, Dragonborn. And I love a lot of my voices for Fallout series, like Fox, not know why people don't attack when you are around. Or, Mo Cronin from Diamond City. You want to get yourself a nice swatter, like some hefty hickory, or
He was one of my favorites.
Are the silver shroud, mistress of mystery, we shall take down the mechanist, and justice will prevail. He was fun, and
that's great.
all the Protectron robots I've played throughout the different series. That was the first Hermaeus I did in Skyrim, but I did him in Oblivion as well. And then we added him in the regular game. I did him there, and then I did him for the DLC afterwards. So I did him for 2 games and a DLC.
Right. Oh, but he doesn't the model used to look different before the Dragonborn DLC, didn't it?
It looked different. It was sort of like just a sort of a purplish mist. They changed the look of him, but they didn't change his voice.
Oh, okay. I knew something changed.
We did have a Sheogorath lore-related question. What was the deal with the Ministry of Truth / Bardau above Vivek City in Morrowind? Was it a passing whimsy or something else?
I don't know, because as far as I'm concerned, I believe that was Haskell answering the phone. That wasn't me. The voice in Morrowind was Jeff Baker. But Jeff Baker is Haskell, you see. And his voice sounds different. So I believe that it was Haskell basically answering the old statue phone, because Sheogorath is off gallivanting in some dead emperor's mind. And he's got to pick up the phone and answer. So he puts on a little voice. So that you weren't speaking to Sheogorath, you're speaking to Haskell.
Interesting.
There you go.
That's just one man's opinion, by the way.
It's the man's opinion. And then we have another question. How much of the voice direction is something you just decide on, or do the video game directors, the voice directors, ask for specific attitudes?
It's very collaborative. The video game director for a lot of the things I've done has been Mark Lampert, who's amazing and does and develops so many of the sounds and the oral landscape that you hear in these games. He's just remarkable. And sometimes the devs and the writers come in and they'll give you suggestions on how to go with certain things. Like with Sheogorath, they had an idea in mind for me to do it more Robin Williams-like, and I thought, no, I want to take him partially as like a Billy Connolly, because Billy is a scarier stand-up than Robin, and he's very Scottish, but I also wanted to throw in like an Irish accent, because I knew some Irish guys, and since he was manic and he was mania and dementia, I wanted it to go back and forth so you didn't know where he was at any given time. And occasionally he drops the accent altogether, like when he's asking about brain pie. And he's like, care to donate? No, he doesn't say it like that. He's like, brain pie, perfect, care to donate. So you see, I throw little things in there like that. From what I understand, even Todd was listening to it later at first, and it wasn't what he expected. But then he said, no, it's starting to grow on me. He really began to like it. So, you can bring your own ideas and your own interpretations in and your own characters. They may ask you to go a certain way or try something different. Once you're in the booth and you've got directors and you've got writers on the other side, it can become very collaborative. But I do get a chance to be very creative when it comes to creating a voice.
A question I had is, I imagine it being kind of lonely where you're like the only one in the studio. When you have dialogue, like in the Sheogorath quest, you're talking to Pelagius III. Are you there with the other voice actor, or
I'm not? I'm not. There's 2 games I've done with Patrick Stewart where I actually interacted with him. One was Oblivion.
Okay.
At the beginning, I was one of the guards in the beginning with him, and also in Star Trek. Legacy. Okay. I was the Klingon. I was the Klingon ambassador. Got in a captain who got into a big fight, Menvek. Yeah. So I got to work and act with Patrick Stewart, but I never met the man. I would love to, but I've worked with him twice. The only time I ever actually met one of the guys that I was working with was when I was doing Elder Scrolls Legends, the card game. And I was playing the arena announcer, and I was also playing Sheogorath, who comes in, attacks, and knocks out the arena announcer and takes over. So you talk about your West on West violence.
Yeah, there you go. There it is. All right, Wes, we have 2 more questions for you.
And then we'll release you from your bonds here.
Yeah. So it's Tipsy asked, one last question for me. Which non-game related voice role did you enjoy doing the most?
Voice role, or I'll say role in general.
Yeah, not just, it can be anything.
Then I would say probably doing the John Waters film A Dirty Shame, where I played Fat Fuck Frank, Triple F, or in the R-rated version, Fat Freak Frank, whatever you want to call him. I was Selma Blair's biker boyfriend in an NC-17 film. Like that'll ever happen again. And I got to act with people like Tracy Ullman and Johnny Knoxville and Chris Isaac and Suzanne Shepard and Mink Stoll and be directed by John Waters and spend a month in Baltimore, basically being a member of his crew, and it was just delightful. And I've lost a lot of weight. I've lost over 200 pounds. I've lost 200 pounds since I played Triple F. And I got to see John at a Christmas show at the Birchmere this past year, and he didn't recognize me at first. So I took a book up to get it autographed by him, and he's like, "Yeah, who'd you like to make it out to?" And I was like, "Would you make it out to Fat Fuck Frank?" And he looked up and he looked at me and he was like, "Is that you?" It's like, "Yeah, me." So that was cool. That was very satisfying.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
All right, and then
the final one.
Yeah,
I
the
think
final
this is a
question.
good one to end your tenure on here. But I'm sure you must get this one a lot. But do you have any specific pieces of advice for people interested in voice acting?
We do a lot of that. I'm actually teaching a class for students aged 13 to 19 right now in video game voice acting at Theater Lab in DC. You look that up online. I'm doing a Saturday morning class for kids for just cartoon voices from grades 5 through 8. But I understand they may be doing a class soon for video game voice acting class soon for adults. When we've done the Mag Fest and different conventions, we've had the video game voice actor workshop, and it's been very popular. And I enjoy putting people through their pay. Who get that thing? Yeah.
I wabba-jacked him.
You wabba-jacked him. Turn him into what? A chicken? Then you can't attack him. There you go. So,
yeah.
But
God.
Something. Oh, that was not a good switch. That's me too. Suddenly I show up and it's like,
oh, that's true. Right. Okay.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, well, we should have had a Dremora. That's my bad. Oh, there we go. Now we got a chicken.
Now it's a chicken.
Oh, I think.
All right.
Something we can do possibly. Oh, maybe not. We can't push him.
Yeah, let him be. Let him hang. He's a chicken. But D. Bradley Baker, a voice actor, has a web page that's just wonderful with tons of information. Go to iwanttobeavoiceactor.com and check that out. It's really great information, whether you're just starting out or if you've been in for a while.
Can I interest you in a game of chicken kicking? We already partook.
Finger licking, good chicken kicking. If you can hit it hard enough, people don't know this, but if you hit the chicken hard enough with a Foos Rodin, it turns into a pot pie.
Oh, interesting.
Does it
no,
really?
It doesn't. I just made that up. But wouldn't that
yeah.
Hey, those were my clothes. You killed me. I gave them to you. It was my gift.
Yeah.
It was okay. We had consent.
Did you ever see the LaFave brothers video where I turned him into a chicken?
Yes, right outside the deli.
Yeah.
Right outside the magic happens at the Celebrity Deli.
Okay, we have a really good question for you. This is actually the perfect one to cut out to end the stream with. What is your favorite chicken recipe, Wes?
I have so many different ways of preparing the chicken, but I think a nice. I made one the other day, and what you do is you get yourself some ham and you get yourself some nice cheese. Not like just regular American cheese. I guess you could use that, but I got like some Gouda and things of that sort. And you put the ham and the cheese down and slice it into like little strips. Then you take you can bread the chicken breast, and then you slice it down the center. By this point, it's looking really rude, but don't worry about that. You then stuff the chicken. You take the strips of ham and cheese, and you put them in the slot of the chicken in the center. And then you get yourself some white sauce. Get yourself a nice Blanca sauce, and you pour that. I like the Parmesan Alfredo. You pour that over top of the cheese in that open wound of the chicken. Then you get yourself some Parmesan cheese and cover it all up, sprinkle it, put it in the oven, bake it on 400 for over 20 to 25 minutes. And it is absolutely delicious.
That sounds amazing.
There it is. Let's do a cooking stream where we make the ham cheese chicken recipe.
The Wes Johnson.
Frantically taking notes.
Yeah.
Someone clip that. We gotta have that recipe.
Yeah. The Wes Johnson recipe.
Can you tweet your recipe, Wes?
Well, one of my things I like that nobody has, I make some mean nachos, man.
Oh, nice. I believe it.
And those are, and the main ingredient, using scoopables. Get yourself some pepper jack cheese. You dice it up into little cubes. You take a little bit of salsa of your choice. You can go spicy, mild, whatever you like. And you put that salsa, a little dip of the salsa around the pepper jack cheese that's inside there. Then you get yourself some shredded Mexican cheese and you fill the rest of each cup. You lay it all out on a pan, and then you get some cumin and some chili powder, and you sprinkle the cumin and chili powder all across the top. And then what do? You make another stack right on top of the first stack, and you fill them up, and you keep going until you've made yourself a little tower of these nachos with the cheese and the cumin and the chili powder. Then you put it in the oven at 425 for about 10 minutes until it's crispy, bubbly, golden brown. Take it out and just make yourself sick with joy.
The Nacho Tower.
That sounds like what I do every time I eat Taco Bell.
The Nacho Tower of Doom.
We need Wes
Sean's-
back on just to describe food for a while.
You want to know the best way to make some eggs?
Yes, I want to know.
First of all, you got to get yourself a Gotham Steel Pancake Bonanza pan, and you put a little sea salt olive oil butter, just a little coat of it in there. You grab yourself some diced onions and saute them just a little bit. Crack 2 jumbo eggs, put them inside. You're going to do a little black pepper. And then when that starts to solidify, you get one of those garlic herb grinders. It's the best. You grind that on top of it, flip it over, just flip the pan. And then on the other side, you do more of the garlic herb. And then you take some of the 4 cheese. It's got the Romano and the Parmesan and a few others in it. 4 cheese, shredded cheese. Just sprinkle it around the edges of the egg, and then a little bit of Parmesan. Oh, Motier, you're going down.
Oh yeah, I was gonna Wabajack him. Wabajack him? Wabajack? I don't know.
Oh, that would be cool. But anyway, once that gets a little golden brown and caramelizes on the edge, take it right out, slide it right out of the pan, and it's most delicious. You can even put some guacamole, avocado spread on it.
Yes.
Oh.
Chef's
Man.
kiss.
I think before you go off, Wes, I think we're gonna give this guy the Shea Gorath Classic.
Excellent.
Watch, he's a dragon. Okay, well that was uneventful.
Oh, he's a mud crab. Okay, well.
What?
That worked. That worked.
Did you see that 12,000 bounty?
No, go back. Take everything he's got. Don't leave him there. There's other things to find around this room.
I'd rather die than go to prison.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay, come back in. Shut the door next time.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Don't use the Wabajack. Don't use the Wabajack, and just kill him with a blade.
Okay.
You go in, shut the door behind you. There he is.
Tell him that.
I know.
Oh, well, tell him that you're dead. We killed our guest.
Yeah, and he gives
Only
you money.
decent.
Make sure you get paid first. That's always wise.
The door is closed, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
Good.
got to get up close. Get up close.
All right, we're gonna sneak up behind him, maybe.
Oh, yep.
There we go.
Yeah.
Got
But
it.
we had a deal.
Oh, he looks so like relaxed.
Look at him.
Yeah.
He's just
Taking a nap.
sleeping.
Take everything he's got.
Like I don't
Take
think they'll
everything
even
he's got.
notice that he's dead for a little while.
Take his clothes. Leave him
Take his
sitting there in
clothes.
his underwear. No dignity.
There you go.
I think maybe we just.
You know what? Just like
There we go.
That's
got-
gonna have to do.
he got crushed by a pot that fell from the ceiling, and that's why he's done.
Yeah.
Dead.
I think we've robbed this man. Oh, we can't forget the most important part.
Yeah, there it is.
Wes,
we
thank
got
you
over
so
there.
much.
Thank you so much for joining
This
us.
was-
It has been a
Oh, it's been
blast.
such a pleasure. Wonderful to see you.
Yeah, I think this is the best we can do during these quarantine times. But maybe in the future, we can do another.
Guaranteed.
You know we'll have a good time then.
Chat's saying bye.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, bye,
Fare thee
thanks.
well, everyone.
Cool.
Stick around while these guys continue playing Skyrim. Let's see if
Yeah.
they make it to the end. Go say it. Give some love to Hermaeus Mora for me. I wish you well, Dragonborn. Well, so long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
Adieu. Adieu to you and you and you.
Thank you so much, Wes. You have a great night.
Lovely.
You too.
Bye, Wes.
Good
Goodbye.
night, guys. Take care.
Nice
Bye,
talking
Wes.
to you.
Bye.
With a moving back, walking, all my haters got the heart attack. I'm a smart boy, you know that's a fact. I'm on the top in my St. Laurent, I'm counting stacks. I'm a smart I'm a smart Tell your friends to Google me, cause I'm a smart
So sorry that you came in just as he was leaving.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry. We are gonna make a highlight of it, and it's also gonna go on YouTube.
It's also going to go on YouTube, so yeah.